Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Anti-Luminescent versus Biscottio, and this is going to be a high-rated DB video. Hopping right in, we have Mind Procedure, Droll and Lockbird, Serene, Psychic Girl, Ash Blossom, and then Psychic Blaster. They have Gold Leo, Black Sheep, Tanky, Heavy Poly, Foolish Burial, 42 versus 40, and then going ahead and hopping it, and we see Psychics going first, so they're going to go Normal Summon, Effect, and then go ahead, Banish from the hand, and then E-Telly out from the deck. So it's going to bring out the Xiamen, okay, and then we could use this effect when it's banished. That's what it does, right? When it's banished, it gets to summon itself out. Yeah, this card is banished, pay 1,000, special summon it. So we could go ahead and do that, but we choose not to. And then Xiamen, pay 600, grab out the Rising Scale from the deck to the hand. And then activate the Psychic Blaster. Okay, discard to go ahead, special summon out, and then pay 2,000 just to grab the E-Telly. Okay, alright, that works, that works. And then activate the effect to go ahead. I actually don't remember what this one does. Increase their levels by 1 each. Okay, so what now? Okay, they're both tuners also. Okay, they're all tuners. We're gonna go ahead. Wait. Are these? Oh, but this can be treated as a non-tuner. Okay. So go ahead, bring out the Jam, Drag, and Drive. Jam 1, Xiamen 2, just to chain block it. And then go ahead and search out. Okay, I don't remember what this one does. This card, or if you control a psychic monster other than a copy of itself, you can special summon from hand and defense. You can banish this card and one psychic monster from your graveyard, target a face-up monster on the field, banish it until the end phase. Okay. Then they're just going to make the Jam Fever for the monster negate. Banish to special summon out Rising Scale, summon out Wagon effect goes search. That's going to grab out the Punk Field spell from the deck, activate the Punk Field spell, summon Hushed from the hand, and then now we go into the Serene Psychic Sorceress. That's going to pay 1,000 to set a teleport normal or quick play spell from the deck, grave, or banished. If the Synchro Summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can target a card the opponent controls, or 2 if you control a Psychic monster, Fusion, or Synchro, return that card or cards to the hand. Okay, so that's going to go ahead and set a Teleport Fusion. During the main phase, Fusion summon 1 Psychic Fusion monster from your extract by banishing materials from your field or graveyard as material. If a face-up Psychic monster or monsters you control that were special summoned from the extract is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can set this card from the graveyard, then target one of your banished Psychic monsters and special summon it. Okay. Alright, go ahead and set that. I don't know what fusion we make. Then we get Field Spell, draw on the Fua. Alright, activate E-Telly, bring out another Psychic Girl, and then Psychic Girl plus, okay, make Omega. I mean, that is a good Psychic one. Go ahead, okay, activate this effect, banish the special summon this card out. Okay, and then this right now is a level 3 though, because we upped its level before. So we're going to go ahead, banish, special summon out, and doesn't this only say if one you control? Yeah, only if one you control, so that won't trigger the field spell. But they do go ahead and activate it there. It looks like that was not caught. And then make the Psychic Blaster MK2, and then we could use this effect to special summon back out from the banished, but we're going to go Field Spell, banish, summon Xiamen from hand, Xiamen plus the Rising Scale to make Lambda, Omega effect to rip from hand, and then does that hit the Heavy Poly? No, okay, that hits Tanky from hand, and then Lambda effect search during the end phase, and then MK2 effect to go ahead, special back out Omega, and then now we could just Omega again, and now this will go ahead and rip the Gold Leo from hand, and then go end phase, search out Gamma off the Lambda, and then pass turn, they draw Branded Fusion. Hold up, let Biscotto cook. They've been playing Lunalight for months now. They're going to go activate Foolish Burial, dump the Silverhound, and then activate Silverhound effect to go special from deck. We Ash Blossom that, which, I was about to say, they've got to be very happy about that, because they know about Gamma. Now they go activate Branded Fusion, dump Fallen of Albaz, plus Black Sheep to bring out Rinbrum. Okay, Black Sheep effect to try to go ahead and add back the Silverhound. I mean, Rinbrum also is not bad against, like, Jam Fever as the monster negate. So they said that's fine. Go ahead, grab back Silverhound. I don't even know what Teleport Fusion's gonna do yet either. Then activate the Heavy Poly, because it said heavy regret not adding Delta. Yeah, it's a little tough here. They're gonna go chain MK2. Okay. Just try to gain some life points. This target Riddenbrum, chain Riddenbrum to try to negate and bounce, chain the Jam Fever. Okay. And then thinking if we want to chain the Teleport Fusion, which we do. Okay, nice, nice. I want to see what this makes. So this makes a, what is that? Axon, Kicker, Oracle. It takes a Psychic monster plus a Synchro, XYZ, or Link monster. After this card is fusion summoned, it gains 1,000 attack for each Synchro, XYZ, and Link monster used as its material. Okay, so it's at 49 until the end of the next turn. Okay, at 49 until the end of the next turn. You can only use the following effects of this card once per turn. When your opponent would special summon a monster or monsters, quick effect, negate the summon, and if you do, banish that monsters or monsters. If this card is fusion summoned and sent to the graveyard, you can banish a teleport normal or quick play spell from the graveyard and special summon this card out. Okay, so that does not out Liger though. So they're going to bring out Liger Dancer. And then now, try to go battle phase. And then, yeah, we just submit defeat. So on to the next game now. We will go ahead and see Psychics go first. We have Ghost Ogre, Deer Note, E-Telly, Mind Procedure, and Delta. They have Called by, Pot of Prosperity, Fractal, Yellow Martin, and Perfume. So activate E-Telly. Go ahead, bring out the Serenine Psychic Girl. Activate the effect, banish Ghost Ogre, bring out Mind Procedure. Also, Ghost Ogre is not bad against this deck, though. Mind Procedure, go for E-Telly. E-Telly in the Z-Almond. Z-Almond effect goes Search. Okay. And then that's going to grab out Rising Scale. We have the effect to up the levels. And then now we could just go ahead and make the, Punk Synchro 8. Activate the effect, Chainlink 1, Z-Almond, Chainlink 2. Just like last time, grab out Hush from the deck to the hand. Make the XYZ for the monster negate, and then Rising Scale, summon Rising Scale effect, bring out the Wagon, and then we have Wagon, pay 600 to go search, grab out the field spell from the deck to the hand, activate field spell, special out Hushed, and then use those to make Synchro 6, Synchro 6, pay 1,000, go ahead, set the Teleport Fusion, field spell, drawing the Cross out. Okay, maybe not a bad draw. If we have like Pot of Prosperity in our deck, it's not bad being able to 1-for-1 with that. Go in the Lambda, especially when like Pot of Prosperity can hit something like Heavy Poly, which I think is just the craziest card in Lunalight. It's such a good card. Field spell, banish, summon Deer Note from hand, and then use those to go into Omega. Deer Note effect, special summon back out the Wagon, and then use those bodies to make the MK2. Yup, and then that gives us the double Omega again. So Omega to go ahead, rip the hand, and then rip Lunalight Perfume, Land of Search during the end phase, MK2 summon out Omega, and then Omega effect, go ahead, rip the hand, and then that will rip the Pot of Prosperity, okay, set Cross out, end phase, go ahead, search Gamma, and then they draw Dominus Impulse, and they just submit defeat. On to the next game, we'll go ahead, and we will see Biscotto decide to go first. Opening hands, we have Fua, Foxytune, Super Poly, Talents, and Delta. Okay, so if we are able to make it to where they don't end on a big board, then we have a lot of board breakers. And we have a couple hand traps here too. And we have a starter, so we're in a pretty good spot. They have Branded Fusion, Tanky, Kaleido Chick, Black Sheep, and Tanky. So try to go main phase. And then activate Tanky to go search. Thinking if we want to Delta this, which we do go ahead and Delta that, which is pretty good for them because this negates the activation. And they have 2 Tankies, so now they can use the other Tanky. Then they go ahead, chain Flawless before we put a card on field, and then can't use it anymore. So now they just go Tanky again, grab out Gold Leo from the decks of the hand. Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough to like try to stop the first starter in this deck and just pray. It's just unfortunate though. And also like these put bodies on board, so like the Rust and the Heavy Poly and stuff become more real too. Gold Leo and the Yellow Martin and the Masquerade. Activate Masquerade, go ahead, dump Silverhound effect goes special, bring out Kaleido Chick, and then draw into the Serene Psychic Girl, Black Sheep effect, it goes search out Poly from the decks in the hand, Gold Leo effect, add back the Black Sheep, okay, Kaleido Chick, dump from the extra deck the Leo Dancer, activate Poly, Fuse off 4, bring out Liger Dancer now. They draw Hushed, and then Masquerade 1, Black Sheep 2, add back Kaleido Chick, and then Masquerade to add back Polly, discard Polly, and then we can activate Polly, and then bring out another Liger Dancer there. Yup, that's pretty good. Summon it over there to play around Gorgon, just in case they draw Deer Note. Well, not in case they draw Deer Note, but they drew Deer Note there. They still have Brain Infusion in hand for follow-up too. Silverhound will be set up. Yellow Martin's going to be set up soon too. Well, that's already set up, with the Masquerade Engrave also are on field. That's like good follow-up. So normal summon out the Psychic Girl. Banish the Ash Blossom, summon out Mind Procedure. Mind Procedure effect, pay 2k to go ahead search. And then that will grab out, they're thinking of what to grab there. They're going to grab out Teleport Fusion. Okay, Teleport Fusion does out a Liger Dancer. If it doesn't have the effect of pop. So now we're going to make Synchro 5, effect a special summon back out, and then increase its level by 1. So now we can make a 9. Okay. Now use those to go into the MK2. And then MK2 effect to try to special back out Delta. Oh, okay, that makes an 11. That's Psychic End. Psychic End actually does start out in Ligers. So they said good. They said yeah. So now we make Psychic End Punisher. Yeah, this card's pretty good. That card's pretty good. So now we're going to go Foxy Tune effect. Get rid of itself plus Super Poly. Bring out Xiamen. And then Xiamen effect. Pay 600, go search. Grab out Rising Scale. That's fine. Activate Rising Scale, banish special, effect to go ahead special from deck. That brings out Wagon. And then thinking on that summon, they said okay, so now we get Wagon effect too. Grab out Field Spell. And then activate Field Spell, we have Psychic and Punisher that could just banish some bodies just to draw a card. And then let's just pay more life points, which I think is what we're trying to do here. They said, bro, a little faster if you can. So now Rising Scale plus Wagon into Amazing Dragon. Amazing Dragon effect to summon back out Rising Scale. And then now we make Jam Fever. Jam Fever could go ahead and pay to draw. And then draw on the Delta and then Field Spell. I was going to say, we don't need the Monster Negate here because this is going to get outed. The second Liger wants to out it. We can't prevent that. But we can draw off of it. And then draw off the Field Spell. Draw 2 cards we can't use. The opponent doesn't know that. Field Spell, banish, summon out Deer Note from hand. And then now Synchro into the Crossmind to Archfiend. Okay, target a level 7 or lower Psychic monster. Special summon it during the main phase. Quick effect to contribute 1 other monster. Gain life points equal to its original attack. And if you do, this card gains that much attack until the end of the turn. Okay, so we actually have a lot of cards that can beat over Liger Dancers if given the opportunity. So if you wipe early against this deck, they out it. But also, you need to wipe early, otherwise they hit you with, like, Psychic and Punisher. So I guess you just have to wipe early and pray. I guess Punk has a pretty good matchup into the Lunalight deck. Deer Note summon back out Xiamen. And now, okay, make the Cursed Thunder God. Sure, and then activate the Crossmind. Special summon back out Driver. That's fine. And then go Battle Phase, Psychic and Punisher. Now we're going to try to attack over Liger. Also, make this card's attack gain equal to difference. So couldn't we have gone like Psychic and Punisher, pay 1,000 to go ahead like banish, just to randomly activate a minus the 1,000 effect. So now we're at 26. The difference between 26 and 8,000. So what, 4,000 plus 14. 54 beating over plus the original attack. I mean, that's not bad. It's not great though. Still get to beat over, but now they're just gonna go Liger, dump, chain the cross Archfiend to gain a bunch of life points. Yup, and that's pretty good. So that's 79 attack, beat over a Liger Dancer, and then activate talents in main phase 2 to draw. They go Silverhound to negate that. They said I didn't use effect during main phase. Oh, true. True. The only thing they've done this turn is Liger Dancer. Yeah, they said you can't activate talents. Yup, that checks out. Special summon out Hushed from the hand. Okay, and then Psychic and Punisher. Pay the 1,000. Banish. Oh, true. This can target any card. I forgot this could target any card. Because it only targets your monster and then any of their cards. I forgot about that for a second. It's been a little while. Yeah, banishing, that's really good because it also stops the Yellow Martin follow-up. And then the field spell draws into the Serenine Psychic Girl. Activate Teleport Fusion now. Go ahead, banish, summon out the Absolute Axon Kicker. Must first be Fusion Summon, cannot be destroyed by card effects. If this card is Fusion Summon, you can pay 2,000 life points. Banish all face-up cards the opponent controls. What? You could just set this quick play spell from deck? It's kind of crazy. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish it, special summon a level 10 Psychic Fusion monster from your extra deck. This is treated as a Fusion Summon. Oh. This card seems crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. This card seems nice. Pay 2,000, go ahead, banish Tanky. We already used this twice. Yeah, can't use that again. Yeah, misplay there for sure, but this card's sick to read, so I'm happy that they did it. They draw Ash Blossom, activate Branded Fusion, go ahead, dump, and then thinking about how to out this Psychic and Punisher. I need to add a second Punisher for this matchup. How much attack does the Punisher have? 35 now. What? There's no way. There's no way it's 35 now. Why would it have lost the attack? It was at 79. Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. Maybe if you use the effect. Nah. It wouldn't even do it if you did it again. Like, it keeps stacking, yeah. So, no, this card should still be at 79. They're going to bring out Rinbrom, dumping the Silverhound from deck. And then that's going to go ahead summon out Gold Leo. So what's second Punisher? It's GG. They said, yeah, go ahead, Gold Leo, add Lunalight Wolf, discard Ash Blossom, Lunalight Wolf effect. Bring out the Perfume Dancer, new Chain Link, Perfume Dancer 1, Kaleido Chick 2, so no effects during the battle phase. Grab out Lunalight Perfume. Then they go end main phase 1. They said, wait. Sorry, Punisher is still 79. It's my bad. They said ... By the way, I played last turn thinking he was 39. That's why I sacked my life again. Now I had to change the lines, bro. But anyway, yeah, my bad. I would play differently too had I known. Yeah, they say OMG, I could just let the Ash to hand and use Leod effect. Okay, so they're gonna keep Ash in hand because now they're like, okay, hold on. I'm not ending the game this turn. The game's gonna stay a grind game. So they're just gonna, yeah, okay, this makes sense. This is like, fine, you just said something that wasn't true. Oh, yeah, but I played my last turn thinking it was that after the battle phase. That doesn't matter. I mean, we can call a judge to hear him. OMG, bro. Okay, they said I'll proceed from here. Okay. So, Perfume Summon back out from grave. Now they're going to go... Okay, now they're going to go Perfume, banish, discard, go ahead, search, and then grab out the Lunalight Black Sheep from the decks of the hand. So I wonder how they're going to try to out this. Yellow Martin bounce back special, or if there's a way to like game past it. Black Sheep, trying to think if there's like something obvious. Black Sheep put back Liger Dancer. Okay, that's not a good sign. Liger Dancer effect to go ahead dump, and then activate Lunalight Wolf to go ahead banish, summon out another Liger Dancer. So are we just trying to like scare them into not winning? Battle phase, Liger Dancer, attack. Legit first time I'm angry with the player on DB. Said start battle phase effect, said can't use, I use Kaleido Heart. Yeah, so they're just going to go ahead attack. But I was going to say, they lose the battle. He is 79, yeah. And they go ahead just submit defeat. I mean, I don't think they had a way to ever out that anyways. Like, even if we weren't under, like, Branded Fusion lock, it seems pretty hard to out the Psychic and Punisher. Maybe you just have to, like, Babushka to put this card in defense position, and then Liger Dancer beat over it. Like, that probably outs it, right? Yeah, like, that probably outs it. So, I guess there are outs. You just have to, like, actually get to the outs, which they really couldn't do because their only follow-up was Branded Fusion, which stops the Babushka. But, and there might be another way. There might be another way, too, that I'm just not thinking of. This isn't, like, something I'm familiar with, but maybe something Biscotto's familiar with, because he's been playing Lunalight Infinite on DB. But, with all that being said, the DB Grinder, signing off. Peace, have a nice day, stay safe.